I'm so overwhelmed, all the energy that I'm getting. It's truly nice to be here, actually. I like it. Not that I can see any of you with all the lights in my eyes. So we're going to have this really wonderful session after all the enlightening talks we've had. It's actually been really fantastic listening to all the amazing speakers before me, and I didn't realize I was going to be the final one. So now that I have to do the honors of closing, so we're going to have a lovely chat. I'm going to share some of my experiences, and at any point of time, if any of you have any questions, just raise your hand and I'd love to interact. So I'm going to begin with something really basic. And I would love your response. Are you all here? Yes. Yeah, that's good. So I want you guys to tell me, you can only share what you have. Do you agree with me? Yes? So if you're a happy person, what can you share? And if you're a sad person? So what do we get from that? Sorry? Satisfaction. No, from what I have gathered is that you need to be happy. If you want to give happiness, of course, if you don't want to give happiness, then you can choose unhappiness. There's no problem with that also. And everybody's looking confused. Why is this fashion designer talking about happiness? What has that got to do with it? Is that right? Yes or no? Well, I'm sharing this because in India we are brought up or we are programmed to believe कि दूसरों की खुशी पहले रखिए. Seva. We are taught this. Not that any of us believe in it or do it. So what happens in that process is that you are asked to do things that you are not happy to do. So that makes you unhappy. So what I have learned is make yourself your first priority. That does not mean that you're being selfish. Because if I'm not going to be happy, I can't make you happy. And there is nothing wrong in making yourself happy, as long as you're not harming or hurting anyone. So guys, how about making yourself happy? It's really not that difficult. Also, most people who live in big cities, over a period of time we start enjoying all the sadness. We actually derive pleasure out of it. All the misery. And we are always in a complaining mode. Education अच्छी नहीं है, sewage system अच्छा नहीं है, police अच्छी नहीं है, सब कुछ अच्छा नहीं है. We actually enjoy saying that, na? So basically life is the choices that you make. You are responsible for everything that happens in your life. Every single thing. No mummy, no papa, no teacher. It's all your own doing. Also, a lot of times I get asked this question, we've studied really hard, we've practiced, we've done everything, but we are not successful. What does that indicate? Something is lacking. That's true. If you are not getting the desired results you're looking for, it simply shows that you are doing something which you shouldn't be doing. So how about reversing, backtrack, see what all you did? And you'll be amazed that 90% of the population spends their entire life doing the same mistake again and again. And then what do? We blame God. We blame everyone around us. For everything that is not right in our life, we blame everything around us. But does that help? Does blaming other people help? Yes or no? And we still do it. We even hate people for that. We blame people and we start hating them. You can try. These are all escape routes which don't lead anywhere. So let's begin with some fashion gyan. I see some people smiling now. So if at any point of time you have anything to ask me, please feel free. So I'd like to know, what is the importance of fashion according to you guys? Feel good? Okay, interesting. Confidence. Very good. Actually, what I have learned, or what I've experienced in 25 years of my experience of being a fashion designer, that fashion is actually a reflection of what is happening currently, whether it's social conditioning, whether it's economics, whether it's politics, entertainment, everything that's happening around you, fashion is a reflection of it. Now let me give you a quick example. Say 10 years ago, it was unimaginable to think that a young girl who goes to college can wear a strappy camisole with a pair of skinny jeans and take a bus to college. It was just not accepted. But now the same attire is accepted, the parents also accept it, it's not a problem. So it just shows how our social conditioning has changed, our awareness, our exposure. So this is a quick example. Why is everybody so serious? That's nice. Also the fact that we no longer wear clothes to protect our body or to cover our body. The way we choose to attire ourselves says a lot about us. We communicate a lot about our state of mind, our current state that we are in. You know, we are in a particular mood. Let me give you another quick example. This young girl watches a Hindi movie where the actress is wearing very ethnic clothes. So next morning she's going to school and she's going to college and she's in that state of mind. Actually, let's take the movie Chandni. Are you guys aware of the movie? Okay. So, for example, if you have watched Chandni, the next morning you're going to school, or college, and you are in that state of mind, so you dress accordingly. You know, you'll wear a nice breezy suit, you'll wear lots of bangles, very ethnic. So you're waiting to take your bus to go to college. Two young boys cross you. So you guys haven't spoken to each other, they are just riding past. So what is their perception? Okay boys, what is your perception going to be if you see a girl like that? Come on, I know you guys are not shy. Sorry? Cultural festival. Nice. Very interesting. Traditional. Basically, in not so many words, they would say, Bhenji. Isn't it right? Ah, Bhenji hai to. Theek hai. Now the same girl that evening watches Grease. Have you seen Grease? You guys know what is Grease? No. I'm actually quite surprised because I come across a lot of students who aspire to be fashion design students, and their knowledge of cinema is pretty poor. Because cinema plays a very significant role in getting influence and also in influencing in terms of design. So Grease is one of these iconic movies which is from the 1960s, where they wear very skinny, super tight clothes. So she's watched that movie, so she's in a Grease state of mind. So she decides to wear her skinny jeans and a super tight top and really big heels. So the same boys will pass by, and what is their perception going to be? Boys? Perception? Yeah. See? Interesting. Very interesting. So in not so many words, what you're trying to say is, wow, what a hottie. Right? And what has she done? She has just changed her clothes. She's the same person, but she's conveying a different state of mind. In fact, I do a lot of these sessions where I do a personality analysis based on your attire. It is really interesting. And I have to admit that 90% it comes out true. Of what you're thinking, who you are, lots of things you actually convey through your clothing. The color, the prints, the style, the fabrics. No questions till now? Yes, please.
Hello, sir. I would like to ask, what is the difference between fashion and style?
Fashion and style. You know, all style is not fashion. And also style is individual. आपने सुना है ना, कहते हैं कि अरे आपका तो बहुत स्टाइल है. कभी आपने सुना है कि ये झुंड का बहुत स्टाइल है? Isn't it? So fashion is something that applies to a mass body, a big bunch of people, let's say. And style is individual. Or it can be in a smaller pocket. For example, if you've heard the term Bollywood style. So that means you already know. The minute I've used the terminology, so what comes to your mind? Lots of flying saris. There are certain images that come to your mind. So this is one of the main differences. Is that good? So any more questions? No questions?
Hello, sir. So I wanted to ask, like you say, you conduct psychological tests depending upon what a person wears. Like you can judge, like.
No, it's not a psychological test.
Okay.
It's just an analysis.
Yeah,
based on what you're wearing.
So, sir, maybe today my mood is to wear a vibrant color, and tomorrow I wear a dull color. So, how will you judge a person upon that?
No, but it also conveys your current state of mind.
Okay.
For example, you've come here for the session.
Right.
And from what I can figure out, you're wearing a red blouse?
Yeah, red kurti.
Okay. So you are not going to wear this every day. And you are not in this state of mind every day.
Right.
So, from whatever little I can figure out, the idea of wearing red comes from the fact that you wish to be noticed.
Okay. Or
You may be a shy person, and I'm not sure that you go for these kind of events a lot. I am doubtful. And also the fact that this could be one of the few times that you've actually asked a question like this. Have you?
yeah, you're right. Or maybe it can be like I just opened my wardrobe and I found, okay, today I should wear this. I just took it out.
By the way, there is no such thing as coincidence.
Okay.
Nothing. Everything that is happening in your life is your decision. You know, we've all gone through this where we say things like, oh, I have no choice. I had no choice. But what I say, that's bullshit. You always have a choice. Yeah. The fact that you bought it or you have it in your wardrobe means you've already approved of it. And it's not that you open the wardrobe और ये कहीं नीचे दबा हुआ था और आपका हाथ गया और निकल गया. It's a red color. Do you wear red color every day? Do you know of anyone who can wear a red color every day? हाँ, that is a possibility. वो तो जोगनी रंग पहनते हैं, वो लाल थोड़ा ना होता है, लाल भी पहनते हैं. So you see, red is always associated with a special moment. Let me give you a quick example. How difficult it is to get the right shade of red lipstick. Tell me. Or a red shoe, the right shade. Or a red handbag, or a red dress. I still haven't come across any woman who's got all of these right in a wardrobe. No matter how big or famous or style diva they may be. Red is a very powerful color. It's also, as we all know, is connected to Ma Durga. So that instantly gives you that energy. You know, everything around us, including us, we are all energy. So whether it's clothes, whether it's food, whether it's people, everything is a different source of energy. Some energies you can visualize, some you can see, some you can't. See, from whatever foggy picture I could see from here, I could tell you this much. So if you sit in front of me, you might get into trouble. Like a lot of times I do this and people go, how do you know? How do you know? I'm like, your husband came and told me. A lot of times it's interesting when you have both the husband and wife. They both are giving each other a look. How come this guy knows everything? Even we don't share this. So any more questions, guys? I mean, I can do a lot of talking.
Patient for self or patient for others?
Sorry?
Patient is for others or patient is for self?
देखिए जी, मेरा तो ये मानना है कि आप खुद को खुश कर लें. क्योंकि हिंदुस्तान में एक बहुत 2-3 बीमारियां हैं बहुत ज्यादा. एक तो लोग क्या कहेंगे. अच्छा, दूसरा है बेचारा. हर कोई बेचारा है. ये भी बेचारा, वो भी बेचारा, सब बेचारे. क्यों बेचारे मुझे समझ नहीं आई. In fact, my mother-in-law is so obsessed with the word कि 16 साल तक तो मैं चुपचाप सुनता रहा. अगले साल से मैंने बोल दिया कि ये क्या बेचारा बेचारा लगा रखा है आपने. हर कोई बेचारा है. घर में काम कर रहा है बेचारा, सब्जी वाला आया वो बेचारा, मैं भी बेचारा, करोड़पति भी बेचारा, शाहरुख खान भी बेचारा। आई एम लाइक, मैंने को कहा कोई बेचारा नहीं है, सब ऐश कर रहे हैं, सब मजे कर रहे हैं। So what I'm trying to say is, whatever you want to do, you need to do it for yourself first. अगर आपको खुद अपने फैशन पसंद आएंगे तभी आप दूसरे लोगों पे अच्छे कपड़े अप्रिशिएट करेंगे। सब कुछ खुद से शुरू होना है। I'm going to share something very interesting, which I have taken my entire life to realize, which is that I reached a stage where I've experienced a lot of interesting things in life, and according to a lot of people, I've achieved a lot of things. So, you know, you look at your little things to do, your list, ये भी कर लिया, वो भी कर लिया, अवार्ड भी जीत लिया, सब कुछ, बहुत सारी चीजें कर ली. But I always kept feeling that there was a void. There was something that was missing. Like on paper, if you look at my profile or my CV, it looks very impressive. अरे इस बंदे ने तो सब कुछ कर लिया, ये तो इंटीरियर्स भी करता है, ये भी करता है, वो भी करता है, सब कुछ करता है. Then I was wondering that why is it that I am not feeling complete? And guess what do you think? What do you think is missing that could have been missing? That one aspect. Sorry? No, I think I worked on the happiness bit. So. वो भी है. No, luckily that worked in my favor. So the one thing that was missing in my life and is missing in lives of most of us, when I say most, I would say 99.9% of the people that I know, is lack of compassion. I have figured out this is the only answer to all the problems in the world. Compassion. Try करके देखिए आप. और हिंदुस्तान में तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं है compassion. वो भी try करके देख लीजिए. So lack of compassion is something which is disconnecting us. तभी तो हमारे को कुछ पसंद नहीं है. Like this young man that we had, young student from Bengaluru. I'm so glad he was honest. He says, I don't like anything. I don't know what happiness is. Luckily, happiness is not a commodity. And you can have it anytime you want, free of cost. But we're programmed to believe कि ये आएगा तो मैं happy हो जाऊंगा. And what are we doing in the process? We are losing the moment. Also, we experience this a lot of times. You ask people, क्या चल रहा है यार? अरे वही चल रहा है यार, वही जिंदगी. I get amazed. How can you make a statement like that? Do you know that no two moments are the same? And no matter what you do, you can never experience it again. We can try to experience it, but you can keep trying. This moment is gone. So I decided, what a fool I have been. जब मुझे ये नहीं पता कि अगले moment पे I have no control over it. Why am I getting so worried? I want to live in the moment. खास करके जब आपको पता है कि कोई काम अब कल सुबह ही हो सकता है, पूरी रात नहीं हो सकता. अब उसके बारे में सोच सोच के मैं क्यों अपना खून जलाऊंगा? इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं है कि आप फ्यूचर को रफा दफा कर दो. The important thing is to balance. So whoever's unhappy here, I have one simple thing to tell you, your life is not in balance. और आपको पता है कि अगर एक आपकी कार का एक भी टायर पंचर हो जाए तो बस काम तमाम. So learn to balance. This is one thing that I think that is seriously missing within us, within all the desis. It's interesting. Again, it's a choice we're making. For example, you go for an Indian wedding. तो वहां आप देखेंगे जो औरतें हैं वो हेवी कपड़े पहनती हैं, हेवी मेकअप, हेवी ज्वेलरी, और काफी केसेस में खुद भी हेवी. तो अब चक्कर ये हो जाता है कि सब कुछ ही हेवी है. अच्छा, और वापस अगर आप पार्टी से वापस जा रहे हैं, सो इफ यू आर अ ब्रदर और हस्बैंड और अ फादर, चांसेस आर यू विल बी आस्क्ड, अरे आपने तो कुछ कहा ही नहीं, मैं कैसे दिख रही हूं. पर कैसे कहें, सबके सभी एक जैसे दिख रहे थे. आप उनमें से आप देखेंगे कि कोई एक लेडी होगी जिसने एकदम सिंपल कपड़े पहने होंगे, या इस किस्म के कपड़े पहने होंगे जो कॉम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं उनको, फैब्रिक, स्टाइल. मतलब कि अगर साड़ी हल्की है तो ज्वेलरी हैवी है, ज्वेलरी हल्की है तो साड़ी हैवी है. इट्स बैलेंस्ड. और सब लोग उस आंटी को जरूर याद करेंगे, अरे वो बहुत अच्छी दिख रही थी, बिकॉज मामला बैलेंस था. अब बैलेंस नहीं होगा तो फिर गड़बड़ हो जाएगी ना कहानी. तो अब आप चूज कीजिए, बैलेंस करना चाहते हैं कि नहीं. और कई बार तो आप शादी में चल रहे हो तो ऐसा लगता है पूरी ज्वेलरी की दुकान पहन ली. क्यों? लोग क्या कहेंगे. इसलिए लोग क्या कहेंगे इसलिए सारी ज्वेलरी पहन लेती हूं मैं एक ही बारी में. तो ये दो जो खतरनाक बीमारियां हैं हमारी, इससे जान छूट जाए. एंड you're all young people, so you can make this difference. Start living for yourself. खुद खुश तो सबको खुश कर सकते हो, especially all the young ladies here. You have a far bigger role than the boys, because you're going to be the future teachers, mothers, most important. We all come across road rage and lots of urban problems that we are facing. What do you think is the reason? Any idea? No ideas. क्योंकि उन बच्चों ने और कुछ सीखा ही नहीं है. और कहां से सीखा? मां बाप से सीखा. ज्यादातर लोग सोचते हैं हमारा बच्चा तो बहुत अच्छे स्कूल में जाता है. स्कूल में तो बच्चा सिर्फ 8 घंटे बिताता है. So the rest of the 16 hours are pretty much at home. So you're going to be the future parents. We really need your help. Why is it so difficult for Indians to queue? आप कहो किसी को, वो कहेगा क्यों. और अगर आपकी बारी भी है तो एक यहां खड़ा हो जाएगा, एक यहां खड़ा हो जाएगा, या लाला जी पीछे अपना पेड़ लेके ढिशक्यों. अरे भाई, हमारा मानना है कि हम सुपर पावर हैं या हम सुपर पावर बनने वाले हैं. आप लोगों का मानना है? सीरियसली? कितने साल हो गए हमारे इंडिपेंडेंस को? चलो 69-70 के बीच में, ठीक है, सब पार्टी खुश. पर आप एक बात बताएं, आपको लगता है कि जो मॉल्स बने हैं वो क्या सिग्निफाई करते हैं इंडिया में? क्या हम बहुत मॉडर्न हैं? क्या कहना है आपका? कि हम बहुत एडवांस हो गए हैं, बहुत डेवलपमेंट है हमारी कंट्री में? बताओ आप सब. आई नो यू ऑल लव टू गो टू द मॉल. टेल मी, yes or no? No. So what does it signify? Sorry? No, but what does it signify to you? Urbanization. So I am assuming that almost all of you have traveled by air. Have you guys? Yes. Okay. तो मतलब कि बस और ट्रेन में तो आप गए ही हो. अब आप मुझे एक बात बताएं कि हम इतने सुपर पावर हैं, but we still do not know how to use a loo. हम सुपर पावर कैसे बन सकते हैं? पब्लिक लू जाके देख लीजिए आप खैर क्या देख लीजिए, आपको पता ही है. So if we still do not, I mean these are basic things. No one wants to queue. You want to pee anywhere. I mean, what's wrong with us? और पढ़ना हर कोई चाहता है सबसे बढ़िया कॉलेज में और सबसे बढ़िया स्कूल में. तो डिग्री इकट्ठे करने से कुछ भी नहीं होगा. आपने देखा जब घर की सफाई होती है तो क्या होता है? सब कूड़ा बाहर. और तो और बाहर जो आपकी एंट्रेंस है एकदम क्लियर हो जाती है. क्लीन, योर मेड विल क्लीन इट. वो लक्ष्मण रेखा के बाहर सब. So we are very, we are responsible for dissecting ourselves, even within the society. And how extremely racist we are. I'm not trying to run Indians down. I'm just trying to share that these are our realities. एक तरफ तो आप चाहते हो कि आप इंटरनेशनल हीरो बनो in whatever area of life, whether it's corporate sector or whatever you wish to achieve. पर जब तक आपका बेस ही नहीं है, आपको पता है ना नींव डालनी पड़ती है घर के लिए, सबको पता है ना. तो अगर आपकी नींव ही नहीं है तो फिर बिल्डिंग कैसे बनेगी? I mean, I'm aware that I was supposed to talk about fashion, but even as far as fashion is concerned, जब आपका बेस ही नहीं है. अच्छा, जो हमारे यहाँ का फैशन है एकदम भेड़ चाल है. सलमान खान ने ये पहना, सब सलमान खान बन गए. इसमें कुछ अच्छा बुरा नहीं है, पर मैं ये आपसे बताना चाह रहा हूं कि हम सब यूनिक हैं. आप बताएं कि आप जैसा कोई और है दुनिया में? Anyone knows? Of course, we've all heard stories. हम जैसे 7 लोग दिखते हैं. Maybe someone who looks like you, but that's not you. So the day you start realizing how unique you are, उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि चने के झाड़ पे चढ़ जाओ. Not a good idea. But just learn to be grateful that you are one original piece. There's no one else like you. For me, that's good enough. To know this, to have the awareness that I'm unique, has brought me right in front of you today. And you all have the potential. सब बड़ी घनी सोच में है कि ये कैसे हो सकता है. मेरा ये मानना है कि अगर मैं कर सकता हूं तो कोई भी कर सकता है. So any questions? जाग जाओ भाई, सब जाग जाओ. फ्लाइट तो मैंने पकड़नी है, आपको तो घर जाना है. कोई टेंशन नहीं है.
Sir, as you said that you analyze people, sir.
Where are you?
So you said that you analyze people on the basis of their fashion, but don't you think that fashion is just a masquerade? That sometimes you feel like, let's take an example of the film stars and the actresses. Like they go to the event, they are very tired, but they still put up the best fashion they could. So if you judge that person on the basis of their fashion, don't you think that it's just a masquerade that they have been showing you?
That's what I'm trying to share with you. That you cannot hide. Because everything that you wear still reflects your choice. And it signifies and it clearly shows me your state of mind.
Sometimes it's like, let's take the example of maybe marriage, you say. Husband and wife does fight each and every time before they go to the marriages. But
That's not true.
most of the time,
I'm assuming you're not married. You have no clue. ऐसी बात नहीं है.
okay, let's say a couple fought, okay, then they went to a marriage, but the wife still put up the best fashion she could, and now you were there to analyze her. What would be your views on the woman? Like, could you say that she is happy about that thing that she is wearing? Because her mood at that time was not that.
You're getting me wrong. I am only sharing what you're sharing with me. Do you understand? I am not imagining it. You're standing in front of me and you are giving me the information. I am no magician.
Thank you.
So, no, you're asking me something which is not there. And I'm also not passing a judgment. You are getting it wrong. It's a very light-hearted exercise that we do, and it's a lot of fun. The whole idea is to share how what you wear can be so interactive. Do you know how many times you can actually start a conversation because of what you're wearing? Isn't it? So for people who are a little shy, I think this is a great way. And one thing that always works in all fashion. Jhoot bolo. Everybody loves to be praised. And even if they know that you're telling lies, but they still love it. So let me give all the boys one little trick. So whenever you meet all the ladies, you just tell them, "Oh my God, you've lost so much weight." Even if she's put on 5 kgs, she knows. But you're going to be the hero for the evening, trust me. A lot of times, I would do this. Not because I'm trying to fool you. Because I realize, अगर आपकी शाम बन जाएगी, मेरे छोटा सा झूठ बोलने से क्या फर्क पड़ता है? तो मैंने देखा है कि 100 किलो के लोग अपने आप को, उनको लगता है कि जैसे मेरी 24 कमर हो गई है, जो लचक है. So a lie is always, it's not such a bad thing, you know. If it can make other people happy, go for it.
Hello, sir.
Last question.
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon, sir. I have a question that you have said that the women who wear salwar suit is a bhenji type and who wears jeans kind of is a hottie. So do you really think that the dressing or the fashion is responsible for the women's harassment or the rape cases increasing in India?
You again got it wrong. I am just sharing what a young person's perspective would be.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
आप खुद बताएं ना. आपका क्या, आप कैसे परसीव करेंगे? इफ यू सी अ यंग लेडी, यू टेल मी। और बाय द वे, आपके पहनावे और रेप का कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
मतलब कि ये तो हमारा मानना हो गया ना कि किसी ने मिनी स्कर्ट पहनी है तो उसका मतलब he is inviting trouble. See, this is very interesting that this is the last question. This is whose belief is it? Is it your belief? No. But you have chosen to buy it. ज्यादातर आदमियों ने इस बारे में सोचा ही नहीं कभी कि अगर किसी लड़की ने तंग कपड़े पहने हैं, मेरा ये मानना है कि आप जो मर्जी पहनिए, एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर लुकिंग ग्रेसफुल, चाहे वो छोटे कपड़े हैं, चाहे ढके हैं, चाहे नहीं ढके हैं, एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर ग्रेसफुल, आई डोंट सी अ प्रॉब्लम। प्रॉब्लम देखने वालों की है। मतलब कि हम सब ये कह रहे हैं कि कैमरे में एक प्रॉब्लम है। कैमरे में तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। अब आप जिस एंगल से फोटो खींचोगे, आप कहो जी मैं नीचे के एंगल से फोटो खींच रहा हूं, स्कर्ट तो बहुत छोटी है, तो इसमें कैमरे की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है ना, जो एंगल बना रहा है उसकी प्रॉब्लम है। और ये आपकी परसेप्शन है। मैं समझाता हूं आपको। जो इंसान मर्डर, रेप या इस किस्म के क्राइम करता है, उनको नहीं लगता वो कुछ गलत कर रहे हैं, isn't it? उनको लगता है नहीं ठीक है। आपने देखा है कि कितनी जब ये रेप केसेस होते हैं, स्पेशली इन स्मॉलर टाउन्स, तो वहां के बड़े बूढ़े क्या कहते हैं? लड़कों से गलती हो जाती है। जो बच्चा इस सोच के साथ बड़ा होगा वो रेप ही करेगा।